Hey everybody, it's Tony George, Sunday Update, Doc Sports. We'll talk about the big one. I stay away from marquee games, especially between two really good teams, two really good quarterbacks. Might be a little value here, a couple different ways to bet the LSU and Florida State game, which is a marquee game of the weekend. Just some quick observations. First of all, we remain unbeaten in college football year to date. I think we've had one free play loss, which was yesterday. Other than that, we won all the free plays too. We had a top play on Western Kentucky that wasn't easy, but we got it in. Nail biter down late. We also won with Wyoming plus 14. They won outright in overtime against Texas Tech. Craig Bohl, great coach, talked about this game on VSiN with Matt Humans. We thought that Tech might struggle in that game, and that Laramie is a very tough place to play, and Craig Bohl is a very good coach. I used to interview him when he's defensive coordinator for Frank Solich at Nebraska when I was doing local radio there. Great coach. Known him for a long time. But nonetheless, a few eyebrow raisers yesterday, the biggest one being prime time. The Colorado Buffaloes upending TCU was in the national title game last year as a 21-point underdog. Set a school record at quarterback for passing yards. Right out of the gate against TCU on the road. There's been a few quarterbacks go through Colorado if you're not keeping track. You can go all the way back to Cordell Stewart. Hello. Interesting line flip. Nebraska, who travels to Boulder this week, on the futures was an 8.5-point favorite. I have a $440 ticket plus 8.5 on Colorado. Now they're minus 1.5 to open, and that line will climb. The hype will build. Nebraska doesn't have a quarterback. He likes to throw it to the other team. Same thing he did at Georgia Tech. Interesting. Be taking a deep dive on that one later in the week. But nonetheless, hope you had a good college football Saturday. Here on Sunday, just quickly, top play madness. I got two cards out. NASCAR, 7-unit top play. Darlington Southern 500 tonight. Starts at 6 Eastern. 7-unit top pick on a 2-pack. We've hit 10 out of 11 race cards. And we've cased our last 4 top picks of 6 or 7 units in a row. Amassed over $14,000 in profits for a $100 player over the last 4 years in NASCAR. Documented. Not blowing smoke up your butt. Those of you that follow me know our prowess. Those of you don't, those are the numbers. 5-unit top play in the WNBA today as well. I don't know, Tim Fines, my WNBA guy. 8-1 run with WNBA top plays. Around 67-68% since the All-Star break, 62% for the season, and on a 21-10 run. Hashtag fact. Doc Sports, free $60. Link in the description below. You've never been a member at Doc's, you get both those cards for free. No strings attached. Best deal in America. All right, let's get to this game today. This was a thriller last year. LSU missed an extra point. 1-point loser. Kelly, the brand new team. First game out of the gate as LSU head coach. There are a lot of people, including Brett Cianca, who is the publisher and author of Pick 6 Preview, who we had on a podcast here. Does a book like Phil Steele. He predicted Florida State to win the ACC, and he's got them third-ranked, power-ranked in the country. I respect Brett's opinion. I'm also looking at the numbers. And I did a write-up on this game, and I was going to put it out because it makes good fodder if you're selling picks for a living to have the biggest game of the weekend out. Because people are going to buy it. Now, in my opinion, it's close to a coin flip ball game. That's why the line's 1.5. But two things here. You know, I got to tell you, this Daniels kid, quarterback for LSU, Jaden Daniels, he's a phenomenal player. He was a phenomenal player for Herm Edwards at Arizona State. Not only did he hit 68% of his passes last year with only 3 interceptions, he also led the team in rushing at 885 yards and 11 touchdowns. He's more dangerous than Florida State's quarterback. I think the number is right where it should be. I think Daniels is the edge. Both teams, have weak secondaries, in my opinion. And both teams have excellent quarterbacks and excellent wide receivers. I mean, I think the over in this around 56.5 is probably in play as well. But I'll tell you what, right now, I just like betting. I like betting against SEC teams, against non-SEC teams for the most part. Now, last night you saw North Carolina dismantle South Carolina, which surprised me a little bit because that's Mac Brown in a big game. And Mac Brown doesn't coach well in big games. And that was a big game, but North Carolina is stacked. Their power rating was much higher than South Carolina. These guys are about even. I'm going to give the edge to the best quarterback in the game. And I don't care what you think about Chip Kelly or Brian Kelly. I don't care what you think about Chip Kelly either. By the way, they struggled last night against Coastal Carolina. But Brian Kelly's a good coach. Damn good football coach. Big time. I think he's up to the challenge. LSU money line. Minus 125. Take the 1.5 out of it. Don't get near that point. Now, this was a 1-point game last year. It's going to come down to it. But I'll give the edge to Daniels. He takes care of the ball. Got a couple studs at wide receiver. I think Kelly's a little better coach. Neutral field. SEC versus non-SEC. I think LSU is one of the top 3 teams in the SEC, along with obviously Georgia and Alabama. But I think LSU on the money line. We're not betting the kids' college fund on this. It's a free pick. But I lean LSU here. Take a look at the over, too. I think these secondaries are liable to get lit up. It's going to be back and forth. Could be last guy with the ball wins. I'm going to count on Daniels to get it done for LSU today. Doc Sports, place to be. Have a good Labor Day.